And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to my stream. I'm Pierre, your host. I hope you're all doing great today. So my friends, we are not going to go over to the computer like we always do to look at a quick recap of what we did, because we are getting so close to the end of this painting that I want to get to work almost immediately. So as you can see, what we are going to do today, I'll bring it up here on camera number 1. What we're going to do first, of course, is finish off this center by putting some black outlines to this guy. Eventually, maybe afterwards when it's dry, if it's dry today, we'll put a second coat of red paint. Then, of course, we are going to add some little details to this black circle. We're going to fix a few screw ups, a few things that are forgotten, add maybe a little bit more flowers. We're going to do that either today or we will do that tomorrow. We'll see how far and how things are going today. Hopefully I have a steady hand for what we have to do. So that is what we're going to do. And I am going to start off right away by getting some black paint on a palette and getting that to be the right consistency, right texture, so it just kind of glides on the canvas. So here we go. I have a little palette right here. And I'm going to just add a little bit of black paint right there. So that should do it. So I picked out 3 little brushes that I'm going to be using. I'm not sure which one will work the best. I might have to switch if the lines are too thick at certain points and get the thinner of the 3 brushes. We'll see. I'm a little bit anxious about doing this, but it doesn't matter. We'll do our best, and then if we screw up, we'll just try to fix everything that's screwed up. Anyways, when the painting is always finished, that's when you go back and you fix all those little details that make the whole thing better. And I see quite a few little mistakes that I just let slide by for the last day. That's how I do it all the time, so it's not very surprising. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water to my black paint because it's awfully thick. And this is not very exciting. So I'm just going to do this very quickly right here. Black palette, black paint on it. Yep, not much to see. Otherwise, I would have just done it on camera number 1. And we could have done that together like I do when we mix several colors together. So this black paint is from a new jar, so it's already very smooth, very nice, compared to the last few times where I was at the end of my old jar and everything had hardened quite a bit. So I think I'm going to go with this. It might be still a little thick, but we'll see. As we start spreading the paint on the canvas, what I'm going to do though is get camera number 1 ready here. So let me see. Well, it's not much for me to do much here. If I can move this over in a way where I won't be standing in front of the lens when I'll be painting, because I hate doing that. So that looks pretty good. So let me decide now, which of these 3 banditos am I going to use to start off with? I'm going to start with this one. I'm a little worried that it's going to be a little too thick. We'll see. We'll know exactly what's going on in about 10 seconds. So let me switch over to camera number 1 And let's get to work. So, okay, just want to check my stream there, checking the camera, making sure everything's okay. And apparently it is, so let's get to work. All right. Okay. Okay, so far so good. We'll fix up everything that needs to be fixed when it's dry. Okay, very good. Very good. I was a little heavy on my line up here. We'll fix that tomorrow, maybe here a little bit as well. We'll fix up maybe right here as well. We'll see tomorrow when it's all dry. It looks so much different when it's dry. So now I'm going to go back and work on the frame of the centerpiece. So what am I going to do for that? I'm going to need some gray paint. So get some light gray together here. So I might as well use some of the black just used a few seconds ago. Where's my knife? Where is my knife? Ah, there it is. Okay, so I'm just going to scrape a little bit of this black paint from the other palette. And I'm not going to need very much paint here as well, because these are going to be tiny, tiny, tiny little sperms, and I'm going to be painting little stars. So really, I don't need that much. Let me grab some white paint. Yeah, that's plenty. Plenty, plenty, plenty. Okay. So, let me blend this together now. I'm trying to make some light gray. I'm just going to do this to the side of my palette. I might as well switch over to camera number 1. There you go. So you can just see right here in this little area that I'm making the light gray that I need. Here, let me zoom out just a little bit. There we go. And then this will take some shadowing afterwards once it's dry. Go. Maybe I'll add a little drop of water. There we go, just a drop of water. See you later. There we go. Let's just blend this in so it's nice and homogeneous. No, don't want any streaks or anything. There. So that looks pretty good for my first coat of the background. So let me pull this back. Let's bring the camera back up to our canvas. And I'll bring it a little closer as I get things settled here. So I'm probably going to work this half, flip over the canvas, and tackle the next half. So let me zoom in like that because it's going to be, there we go. So this is going to be way too big of a paintbrush. Well, how about this one? Maybe this will be fine. I don't know. Let's try this, and then maybe for the shadowing, I will get a smaller brush if I need it. So, let's do this. I'll switch to camera number 1. There we go. All right. See basically what we're going to be doing. Just like that. And I'm just going to go down and do this lower half as well. So let's go all the way down here. Very good. Do one right here, which I'm going to zoom in quite a bit. There we go. And now this is the part where I will switch to painting. There we go. And we can work on that second half. So I'm going to go right about here, right? Something like that. So let's go over to camera 1. Very close to the end of this painting. Cool. Oh. And we just have that last one on the bottom. There. Okay. So in between those, I am going to make some even lighter gray than that, almost white, you could say. So I need a bigger brush to mix in the water. Let me just scoop all this out here and put that there on the side. Very good. So I have a little bit of this light gray, and I'm going to get a teensy wincy little brush for this. There we go. And I am going to zoom in. Just like that. And let's switch over to camera number 1. There we go. Just like that. So, baby back. There we go, just these little stars. Very good. And just like before, let's canvas around. There we go. And let's zoom back in. Get those last 3 that need to be done. Just like there. Oops, no, maybe the other side. Keep forgetting that on the camera, everything is inverted to the other side, so. Go. All right, so very good. Pull this baby back. As I step also back and see where we're at here, there are a few things I would like to change. Okay, so I have to wait for this to dry so I can add the little gray shadows, which makes all the difference in the world. So we'll do that tomorrow. The signature, we'll put that down tomorrow as well. And these little flowers right here, let me get back to the double cameras here, and I'll zoom in a little bit. But these little flowers, I have a feeling they should be in black. So I'm going to change that right now. I have my brush that's been soaking. I have that black paint that we used earlier. So let's see if we can go back on top of that. And if it doesn't cover the whole white, it doesn't matter because it'll act like a little highlight, a little shadow light. So how's this working out? Just doing brush ready? Yes, I think so. So let me just offset the camera 1 second again because I don't want to be in front of it. And there we go. So let's check this out and see if this works out or not. I'm going to start right up here. Okay, so I have to step back and take a look. again, I won't be able to tell really until it's dry. So let's go ahead. So as I step back and take a look at it, doesn't look too bad, doesn't bother me. So let's go over here. I'm going to do these flowers as well, just like that. So let's go back to camera number 1. There we go. Just zoom in a lot here, just so I have a little bit of material to play with when I do the editing of the recap. Just like that. Okay. Very good. Let me just get these last few here. Okay, I like it. I think it's going to look a little different when it's dry. That's the way it's going to go. So let's do here too. There's too much there. All right, very good. So where are we at today? It's too light. I'd like to fix this right now if I can. Just going to make a little bit of this darker gray. That. Okay, I think I just have to let it dry. I know that I'm looking for trouble by going any further on this. So now I just have to debate if I want these flowers to look like these, or is it going to look awkward if I leave them the way they are? I'm not exactly sure. So something tells me I have to do it. At least these, maybe not these, but these, yes. So let me just grab my brush again, get rid of the excess water. And where's my black paint? Right here. Okay, so let's just bring camera number 1 back in here. This is where we're going. There we go. Everything going okay? I guess so. So let's go to camera number 1. Let's get to white. Okay, obvious to do, really. Okay, not bad. I'm going to leave it like that. Now, I'm not going to do these. I'm going to leave these the way they are, but yet we have a few on this far right area that I'm going to do those. So I might as well do that right now. And then I have a feeling we'll be done for the day. There we go, just a few more. So what does this look like? Let's get back here. I'm going to bring this baby right over here. So I think this is basically it for today. Let me just zoom in here, camera number 2 for a second. That will have 2 points of view, left camera, right camera. How about that? So like I said, tomorrow we'll put the signature here. We will fix whatever's screwed up over here. Maybe do a few things over here as well. That's what you always do. That's how you finish these canvases, by fixing up all the little screw-ups that you let slide. So there you have our painting from camera number 2 and the view from camera number 1 as we conclude today's painting. So, thank you very much, my friends. I hope you'll join me tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, or 3 p.m. if you're living in France, or 7:30 if you're in Mumbai, huh? Whatever, it's the World Wide Web. So anyways, I'm going to leave you like I always do with 2 things. The first one is my schedule, so simple. And the second one is by saying, ciao mes amis.